This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. I've got a guitar to show you today, one of these, twin humbucker Telecaster style thing. And let's have a look at the headstock. There it is. It is an Artist guitar. I'll tell you all about it and give me thoughts on it right after we've heard how it sounds. Here it is. And there is, as usual, a full tab in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing that piece of music and a jam track for you to play along with yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address and the link is in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month and you get access to all of these extra bits and pieces that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive heartfelt thank you to everyone who supports me in that way or any of the other ways, all of which are also linked down in the description. Right then. This guitar, it doesn't belong to me, it belongs to a friend of mine called Colin, and you've seen a few of his guitars on the channel in the past. Essentially, if it's cheap and Telecaster shaped and worth modding, Colin probably owns one, and this is his latest acquisition. Let's go and take a look at the specs for this guitar. Here it is. First thing you notice is the price, £149 with free shipping. And let's get down to the nitty-gritty down here. You can see you've got an American ash body, locking machine heads, and you've got a satin finished neck with a bone nut, 43mm nut measurement. Not quite sure about that. We'll come to that in a moment. 12-inch fretboard radius, brass bridge saddles, coil splitting, through body stringing. A lot going on there for 150 quid or thereabouts. Gotta say, I am pretty impressed with that spec, as I am with this guitar. As I said, Colin loves to mod cheap Telecasters, and he's done some work on this one, so I'll briefly run you through what he's done. First thing is he's put a new set of locking machine heads on. It comes with locking machine heads, but the locking machine heads that this guitar came with were damaged in transit, and he got a little bit of money back from whoever had damaged them, whether it was the courier or whoever, and fitted a set of these. I think these are Vansons. He's also put roller string trees on to replace the butterfly string trees that the guitar came with. What else has he done? New control knobs. Colin does have a thing for sort of black, black control knobs, and he's fitted them on this guitar here. It's the tone pot where you get the coil splitting, and he's also put brass bridge saddles on. I think he mentioned that the only reason he fitted brass bridge saddles was because he didn't realise that the guitar came with brass bridge saddles. They're chrome plated, so he just kind of took them off and thought, I'll put some brass ones on, and then later realised that he'd replaced brass saddles with brass saddles. The other thing which Colin has done to this guitar, which makes it an absolute joy to play, is he's rolled the fretboard edges. A relatively simple mod to do, just kind of rounding off this corner here of the fretboard. It's quite a simple mod to do. Maybe I should do a video on doing that. Tell you what, let's have a look at the vital statistics for the guitar. There is the neck profile at the 1st and 12th frets, 4.1 kilos weight, and as I said, the nut width, I measured it at 42 millimeters, but who's going to quibble about 1 millimeter? It's a perfectly comfortable, very comfortable guitar to play, especially now with these rolled fretboard edges. Yeah, really impressed with it. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll cut to a little bit of B-roll here, and you can see the pickup readings as well. Yeah, quite hot pickups, and especially that bridge pickup at 14 point something K, and the neck pickup is roughly half that. That's quite a disparity in terms of the the pickup readings, and you can see there you're getting all the readings from what it's like in between, and with the pickup split and everything. I have to say, if this guitar has one thing that isn't entirely to my taste, it is the pickups. If I was to get one of these, and I kind of am thinking about pulling the trigger on one, if I was to get one, the pickups would be getting replaced. I fancy that 14K on a bridge humbucker for me is just too kind of modern voicing. It's that they are quite a dark sounding pickup set, as I'll demonstrate in a moment. I like something that's got a little bit more transparency going on, a little bit more vintage sound. At the moment, I'm plugged into the my usual thing for doing these walkthrough, talk-through kind of things, the Sonicake Twiggy Blues. I do that because basically if I try and run this microphone and webcam at the same time as I'm using, the guitar rig or bias amp or something like that, the computer just kind of goes in the corner and cries and collapses in a puddle of its own sweat. Basically, there's some sort of conflict there, and I've never got to the bottom of it. So I'm just recording the Sonicake Twiggy Blues into Audacity at the moment. I've got it dialed in for quite a sort of a hairy kind of fat sound. I mean, that's blindfold. You'd be thinking, is that some sort of Gibson? Roll the volume control back, and it does kind of clean up. But, it... At no point listening to this guitar blindfold would you think that's a Telecaster, which goes to disprove one of the kind of things that I put in a video recently about, guitar-related mysteries. Why does every guitar that's shaped like a Telecaster have some degree of Telecaster sound to it? This one really doesn't, even when you split the pickups. It's... That's the bridge humbucker in single coil mode. It's still got that sort of humbuckery darkness to it. It's a beautiful guitar to play, and I do like the sounds that it produces. There's the neck pickup in split humbucker mode. Just listening to that, as I say, blindfold, you would think that was possibly a humbucker pickup you're listening to. Let's put it into humbucker mode and hear the difference. So, tell you what, single coil, humbucker. You know, there is a difference, but it's not the usual kind of single coil humbucker kind of, kind of comparison that you would expect. I don't want to sound like I'm being harsh on this guitar. It's just I prefer, as I've said, a more vintage, transparent sounding set of pickups. Although I did have fun playing this guitar, it's just I would prefer something a little bit more, well, as I say, transparent. It is a lovely guitar though, and it's got to be worth 150 quid's worth of anybody's money, and with a few simple mods, especially the rolled fretboard edges, you will have a guitar that punches well above its weight. Chuck in maybe a set of kind of Vanson or Iron Gear pickups or something like that, and this would be a very, very, very versatile, good workhorse instrument for a very, very small amount of money. So there you go, folks. That is the Artist TC59 electric guitar. One thing I won't just mention as well, by the way, I'm not sure they're all going to be like this, but look, see if we can get a decent shot. Look at the figuring on that neck. That's not something you expect to see on a £150 guitar. Beautiful bit of figured maple there on that neck. Whether they will all be like that is anybody's guess. I suspect it may just be the look of the draw, but Colin certainly got lucky on this one. So there you go. That is the Artist TC59 guitar with bullbucker pickups, no less. Hope you've enjoyed the video, found it useful and informative. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk music and guitars. Fantastic way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.